What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I've updated everybody on YouTube here, and figured it was about time that I posted something on the Malawi tank. Um, I'm getting close to being about ready to take the um, clown loaches out. They did a great job at clearing out all of the trumpet snails that I had, which is the reason that I bought them. One of the things that I did want to say is today I had a weird smell coming from the fish room, and sorry for all the you can see the stuff on the tank here. It's kind of dirty. My daughter climbs up on the stool and puts her hand and face against it, trying to kiss the fish and stuff. So I haven't cleaned it. I just wanted to update everybody and show everyone the growth of the fish. So it's almost all haps and peacocks right now. Um, so back to the strange smell. Yeah, so I had a really weird smell coming from the room, and noticed that my redfin borlei, the male, you can see the female is here, but the male had passed. No idea what was wrong. A couple days ago was the last time I really checked the tank, and everything was going great. And unfortunately, he was gone. And he was one of my favorite fish. I had him from when he was about an inch, couple inches, and yeah. So I'm pretty bummed about that, but I've still got a lot of beautiful fish in the tank, and you can see my VC10 here is really starting to blue up, and see if I can show you some of the other fish that you haven't seen in a while. So yeah, my Fusco really turning blue. You can really see it now. And I think one of the main reasons that this is happening is that I have put a partition up in the aquarium because I bought some new fish. And because I couldn't be guaranteed a male, I bought four. The price was right. I haven't been able to find them anywhere, so I actually went on Live Fish Direct and ordered them. And because I want one in this tank, but I have four now, and they're really small. They are over here. They are Christii. They are the Malawi hawk cichlids, and they're just chilling over here with a pretty beat up um, sunset peacock. He was getting trashed pretty good, so gave him a timeout over here. He's pretty chill. He's just going to heal up over here, but you can see they're a lot smaller than I thought they were going to be. So a few days ago, I threw up the partition, and I'm glad I did because these guys are much more torpedo shaped than I thought they were going to be, and they can actually get through the crate. Uh, but fortunately, these brutes cannot. Look at that Fusco, huh? Yeah, he's starting to really color up nice, and he's putting some size on. Taiwan Reef is really starting to get really blue in the face, starting to lose the juvenile bars. You can see the VC10. Everyone's really colored up, and I'm just wondering if a lot of it has to do with the fact that I cut off about 2.5 feet of the end of this tank, cramming them a little closer together. So I think maybe the dominance issues are starting to play themselves out a little bit, forcing a lot of these males to color up or be destroyed. Not really, but you know what I mean. So they're really starting to show their colors, and also a lot of the aggressions kind of diminished now that they're kind of squeezed in a little bit tighter. So I think that I'd hate to say that I feel that in terms of the size of the fish in the tank that I'm understocked. I've probably got about I don't even know how many fish I have in here. I probably have, I mean, not counting the clown loaches, I've probably got about 18 to 20 large cichlids, and I think for a 125, that's probably more than enough. But as you all know, I am significantly over filtered. I'm running two FX6s on this. I'm running a hang on the back 110, and also running a 2217 Eheim. And really, one of the reasons that I'm doing that is because I like to keep a lot of spare biomedia just in case, I have an incident where I need to, swap out filters or put another tank together. It gives me the ability to just kind of have a cycle tank up and ready to roll. So I'm over filtered. And as you all know, I do weekly water changes in this tank here. I do about 35% every week in this tank, and sometimes even more frequently than every week. But it's I'm sure the water quality always tests great, but it's really tight, and these fish are going to get bigger too, so I'm probably going to wind up having to pull some fish out at some point. But anyway, I'm rambling. I just wanted to give you all an update. I know you guys haven't seen anything, for a while from me, so I did want to update everyone. Look at that Jake, huh? Look at the color on that fish. Man, is he beautiful. Otter Point Jake right there. Sorry for the glare, but yeah, these fish are really pretty. My Rhodesii female, I think it's a female. I gave it enough time. Not really sure. There's not a lot of blue in it. It's pretty gray. Might be trading him back to the fish store at some point. But he's cool. He doesn't bother anybody. He kind of fits in pretty well. But everyone else is looking great. Textilis is actually obviously chasing the yellow labs, but I mean, for the most part, he's pretty tame. Doesn't bother the haps or the peacocks. Man, look at that sucker. It's like a big torpedo. Fusco. He's getting great. That mouth on him. Hasn't really shown a lot of aggression, which is nice. He may at some point. But yeah, marginatus or marginitis or whatever it is, turquoise hap right there. Nice and colored up, really pretty. Red amp, just a stunner. One of my favorites right there, obviously. Just a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. So I'm still loving the tank. As you all could imagine, I'm still playing with things and trying to figure it all out. But man, these fish are really growing well. And again, I'm going to be getting rid of these clown loaches. They're actually starting to put some size on, and they're just adding to the bio load. And even though they're awesome, I love them. I could get some good money for them, selling them, especially at this size. And they fit through the egg crate too, so they're chilling on this side. I mean, look at that, sleeping on the rocks and stuff. They're just really cool fish. But those Malawi hawks are going to be they're going to be awesome when they start to grow out. I think I may have a male in there. I would think, playing the odds. I think the largest one down there is probably could be a male. Who knows? Live Fish Direct, never had a problem with them. Got a bunch of fish from them in the past. Just a quick update, take you guys over here to the front tank. These guys are turning into monsters, growing really fast. Quick update on these guys, just so you can see. These guys are all putting some size on. Couldn't be happier. Eventually going to have to obviously cut back on the fish load in this tank too. I'm running a Eheim Classic. It's the 2257, I think. It's the biggest one that they got on this, and also the Eheim Pro, the biggest fancy one that they got. I picked that up on Craigslist, brand new, for short money. It was ridiculous how much I paid for it. Also running a Fluval 110 hang on the back on this tank as well. And I got a sponge filter in this. Can't say enough about them. I'm a believer now, because there's just something to be said for the aeration that they give off, and the bio. The bio media is just is just great with the sponge filter. So you can't. I'm a big believer in over filtering. Yeah, it looks kind of unsightly in the tank, but this is really, you know, a grow out tank for me anyway, and you know, eventually these fish are going to be in a larger tank and probably half the amount in there. So anyway, everyone be safe. I will hopefully be updating again soon, and hope all of your aquariums are doing well. Talk to you soon.